It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite. Food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms. I have plenty, though if you're buying poison and ailment, mind you store them separate.
Happily.
Good thinking.
Keep your weather eye open.
What is this Kith creature?
All right, I'll go first. Is it true some of your kind are covered in soft fur that feels good to pet?
What secrets does it bring?
Let us see. Let us see.
Keep your weather eye open, Cap. A fork probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
No prize secrets in this one. Not like the others with the water sense. Their minds carry secrets of a damp cave, a hateful glare beneath a stagnant pool, a dead woman's regret. Yes? What other secrets have you found? Any, all. Yes, you came to Deadfire seeking knowledge, too. The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing. Why ask when you can see for yourself? A watcher, the deerwood, the untamed wilds of the living lands. A death A life, a wide sea, stirred by storms and pirates and... a wonderful secret. We dig. There are many mines here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone. Your friends, the broken down creatures of this place, they know the old secrets. They know, but they do not tell me.
Yes, you have been generous with us.
There is a place below the slums, old, cold, and abandoned, where the city swallows those it wishes forgotten. But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple, a site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things.
Aye? Aye. A light's foot and an heavy bullet, aye, Cap?
Something I can do?
The hero of the Riparu visits me at last. You fancy yourself an antiquarian, yes? I heard about the medallion you brought to Ernezzo. What I do not know are your reasons for doing so. A man who can hold his tongue is a valuable ally indeed. Many things of interest pass through the Undercroft. I could grant you leave to visit and see for yourself. A favor for a favor. Your friend, why is he so nervous? Are we not civil company?
Something I ate. A bad koiki.
I have had a few myself, and this seems like something more, no? But I have just a remedy for such agitation.
I've seen things beneath the waves that would haunt your next life. Leviathans with teeth like masts, mile-high statues wielding scepters of coral and bone. If I'm nervous, it has nothing to do with the likes of you.
I only meant to offer your friend some spiced palm wine. Nonetheless, your finder's fee for the water shaper. But let us speak now of you, the Watcher of the Deerwood, yes? I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
Kara, but I am worth 5 friends at least.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a watcher like you. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me. Watchers see what many cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city. What do you require? A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore. Why must we speak of sides, like squabbling merchants from the republics?
Ugh. Our merchants squabble. I imagine your pirates do not bother with the squabble and just put a bullet through the head of whoever displeases them.
Better to spend lead than waste words, Ainika. Once, there were no sides. Only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage.
He ain't blowing ballast, Cap. Don't mean there's a course to be charted back to the golden days, though.
but we need them still. The new bloods are principy too now, and many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
More resourceful killers, then. Do not talk around this.
I talk around nothing, my cuddled friend. You either take my meaning, or you do not.
Sure.
Must be careful when sparring. See the scratches on the wood? Greetings, and welcome to my home. But you bring one of Helia's beloved. This indeed is an honor.
What say? A handsome fish deserves no recognition?
Tales of your capers precede you. I'll have you know that mine is a respectable house. For what do you come to my villa? For what do you come to my villa? The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it is the highest honor. The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. I was her personal bodyguard when she was a child, you know. Because it is sacred to the goddess Andra. Everyone knows it is a privilege to have.
A carrot to Kano. Everyone knows it is a sign of favor.
I am misled if holding a shell is all it takes to earn Ngati's favor.
What a noble purpose. Generations ago, there was a similar shell. When the old city sank, Andra's faithful gathered around that cornet and prayed for deliverance. But Andra is not a goddess of mercies. Instead of lifting them from the ruin, she pulled them down with the shell and said they would rise when it did. That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no? But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away. I am not some Quaru merchant. I do not sell my treasures. Then you speak of a barter. That is different. What do you propose? Akira, I meant to replace the finials. Maybe add some gold accents. Very well, but only because I see you want the cornet so badly.
My people have sold their lands, their Adra, and their dignity. I say Ngati keeps count.
Take it, with my blessing.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
Now, lass, no need to sour that pretty face on account of us achieving what you done cocked up.
I ain't failed just yet. Not when I got you cornered. Not without the Cornet of Waves. That can't be. Why else would Dario send us for it? Besides, you're here, aren't you? Then what would he want with it?
Boss, he thinks a lot straighter than you.
Fine, but I see you again and things will go differently, I promise.
What do you require? Let us hope so. else Takano has played you for a fool. Already, he's ordered a shipment of marble with your money. And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
Funny how they never mention the real work up front.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delver's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance originate. Take the lift from Delver's Row, not the lift in the gullet, mind you. My associate Gwenfen will await you outside the passage in the old Juana style. The ruins of the old city are perilous, yet rumored to hide great treasures. Still, the Juana do not permit people to go there except to die. And yet, among the ruins is a certain mosaic. The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her. It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's Crown. Whatever treasure you find there is yours to keep. For now, take this. Consider it an advance. Yet you are still standing here, no? It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place.
You the Watcher? Dario said you can pass.
Water shaping is impressive, but I had not thought of it being used for such mundane purposes.
Water shapers aiding the Principe, bringing in cargo with all the grace of drunk oxen. I have never seen a more undignified use of our talent. Have we all honed Ngati's talent for drudgery? Ikera, since the moment of my first inkling that something was amiss, the Prince will want to know of this, but I am wondering if the Crown needs to know the truth about Delver's Row at all. This warren brings business and trade through the gullet. Without it, Roparo would be destitute. Ikera, let us hope that the Prince is as keen as his sister. If we want to save this place, we'd better leave before taking too many chances. Our presence will not be kindly met.
I see you pulled Ngati's chosen from the guild hall. Akira, but have you pried any secrets from the gullet yet? Undercroft, a darker, more fetid layer of Nekataka, I say. Onikaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. What say? Did Ngati's chosen learn anything from the voyage below?
My prince, I have always known those who pray for Ngati's favor, but only now do I see those who depend on it.
Akira, I say that a feather of Amira's wisdom drifted down to find you. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The Crown has time to decide the next steps. I learned in the arena never to underestimate an advantage. For now, it is enough that I know where they bring in goods. What say? You hit upon my curiosity. Speak on. You are quick to come to their defense, but the Raparu must recall their place in society. If the black market will expend its resources toward the Raparu, then I say they have bought an easy truce. Delver's Row is safe, for now. Be sure that I do not regret this. To Kehu, I say that no one wanted to hear your suspicions confirmed.
Akira, me least of all, my prince.
When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the Crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say. Akira, I cannot. Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased. Akira, but at least you returned to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet, but you are the first to return. I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you? Fable? No. History, I say. Ukaizo was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukaizo.
Aye, along with every other bare-masked, bilge-brained treasure hunter twixt here and Old Valia.
I've known sand crabs with a firmer grasp of a Darren, I say. Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. Ukaizo, and the knowledge that we must return. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead, a breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Kozi, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return. They were sites where our ancestors grouped in terms of crisis, constants in changing seas. You have the cartographer Atepo to thank. He wanders the Western Shrine if you would know more. The Sanctuary Isles give comfort and guidance to sailors on the long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost. A question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts. It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found. In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige. The trading companies would not have thought to look for Matario Kozi, but now they are vultures to carrion. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing, all while we fall behind. Akira, then you are ready to depart? Naturally, I say, my sister remembers her friends. I remember her enemies. To Kehu, I trust you are going. I want the tribes to know that Ngati's chosen stood among those who threw open the gates of Ukaizo.
I make no promises of dirtying my hands in some fetid jungle, but I do not protest a calm voyage.
Before you go,
That did seem like too nice a way to end it.
The expedition. I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka. We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader. One mystery heaped on another, I say. Kira, that is something, I say. Take care if you alight on Matario Kozi. My fear is that the island is sanctuary no more. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Matario Kozi is nestled in the Kua Rakuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm, like the fall of Ukaizo locked in time.
Certain death it is, then.
Watcher, even if Ukaizo is a myth, Motario Kozi is old enough that it may contain some clue about why Aothis is interested in the Deadfire.
Hey, Cap, he reminded me to drop anchor at the next brothel we pass. Some things I aim to be given a try before you go getting us all good and killed.
Is there anything the Watcher does not see? We have both seen the worst of the city. How the Reparu cluster like sea rats. Delver's Row will take care of them for a time, but I say the Crown will not suffer the Principe for long. How did the stone walls and paved lanes of Nekataka divide us so? You have walked the length of Nekataka's spine. How would you serve the needs of all these people at once? You think that something in the great pattern of Nekataka does not align with the Hawana way? I was hard-pressed to find insight like yours in Pariki's Overlook. You have questions? Ikera, I have answers.
Absolutely.